Good evening. So, I don't watch Status Quo often. He's one of my white allies. What I consider to be a white ally. And just got back in the house. For some reason, I'm watching him. What I like about him, he actually goes out and talks to people, voters, potential voters, and he knows a lot of low information people, and I'm starting to realize, not to make fun of those people, that people are really out here trying to work and survive, and that those people really are possibly red pill people. That when Trump jokes about soldiers having TBI and he calls it headaches, he's making fun of the little guy. You realize that? Like, maybe some guys out here like that, or that's funny to them. But honestly, the working class man can look at that and see that as, you can use that to show he doesn't care about working class people. He doesn't. I mean, you talk about the military and all that, as long as he can use them. That's all he's talking about. As long as they're doing what he wants, So, he spoke with this guy. The guy was talking about he likes Bernie. He likes Biden and Klobuchar. He does not like Bernie Sanders. Two very different campaigns here. And he's one of these low information voters out there in Iowa. Probably doesn't even know a black person. Doesn't know a person of color. I'm saying that because it influenced the way he thinks. He's talking about how he'd rather have 4 more years of Trump than have Bernie. He's talking about how he kept saying it fits my politics, and I want to go into that today because that's not an informed politics. If you're sitting up here and you're really saying that you'll put up with Trump for 4 more years over you get a Biden, you're nuts. Straight up. He kept talking about the America so divided. Well, that's because Trump is committing crimes and the Democrats and Republicans are protecting him. Across the board, they're protecting him in every crime, everything he does. He's openly coming out and telling you that he's holding money that Congress has approved to go to somebody for a personal favor. And you're wondering why America is divided? Your frustration should be at Trump and the Republican Party, not at us, not at everybody else. You had a trial. Republicans said that if the Democrats didn't look over it in the Senate, we don't have to look over it. And then they ruled to not have witnesses. How do you have a trial without witnesses? And then the Republicans said, yeah, we know that they proved their case. We don't care. How do you deal with people who openly tell you, you've proved your case, I don't care, he's still not going to find him guilty. So the guy's talking about my politics, and which tells you that this is one of those redneck white guys that lives out in the middle of nowhere and doesn't really care. And what Trump does doesn't really affect him probably. Doesn't. Any liberal or moderate that's talking about 4 more years of Trump is possibly psychotic. Period. But that's why I said to you, this is one of those guys that this is a low information voter. He doesn't care about what's going on out here. He doesn't care about Trump cutting foods. He doesn't care about none of that stuff. But this is what I wanted to lead with, and I should have led with this. I often tell you guys, if Trump had just done things a little bit different, tweaked things a little bit here and there, and maybe wasn't quite so racial, he didn't put race politics out there, he didn't do all this stuff, and didn't advocate for white nationalism, Trump could have snatched that kind of voter up. Yes, he could have. And there's a million more just like him all across the U.S. These white guys, they don't really follow politics. They don't know what a delegate is. They They don't know what soft money is, or PACs, political action committees. They don't know anything about any of that stuff, and they don't care. They don't like Bernie. He's too far left, they say, which he's not. They don't really care about these wars. They, oh yeah, wave the flag, wait, but they don't really care about. They don't care about what's going on. You know what I mean? We salute the troops from a distance. That's what they are. And he may even put some money into a veterans fund somewhere. But he doesn't really care about. He's not going to read the Mueller report. He's not going to read the Afghan papers. He's not going to read WikiLeaks. He's not. He's not. And if Trump, like I said, Trump had done things a little bit differently, he could have snatched that dude up like nothing. But Trump, even though you have white guys, you know what that is? That guy is like one of those people that watch Fox News. And over time, watching Giuliani and watching all the people Trump has paired up there, they're so crazy that he's even kind of like, he's not acknowledging wrongdoing. He's not like us. He's not like lock him up. He's just like, okay, you guys are a little nuts. I mean, I've talked about this. When Trump went out attacking Fox News and talking shit about Fox News, I knew right then that this is a guy that, yeah, like, dude, you're shooting yourself in the foot if you're attacking Fox News. But Trump's that arrogant. He doesn't care. I love that about him. Trump is so arrogant. He hurts himself. Look at Bolton. Look at Mattis. Trump had a white supremacist all-star team. He had the religion over there with Pence. He had Mattis over there with the military. I mean, he had a white supremacist all-star team. And due to his arrogance, where are they at now? Bolton's writing a book about him. What's his boy over there from Exxon? Called him a moron. Was it Bannon? Gannon, wasn't it Bannon? He came out against him. I mean, I love it. I love to see the white supremacists divided. I love to watch that. But this is just a reminder. It's a healthy little tap you on the shoulder reminder that if you had done things a little bit differently and you didn't use racial politics and you did, see, this is really the consequence. We talked about it with Charlottesville. We talked about it after he shut down the country, the government, for like 31 days. We've talked about this many crises Trump has found himself in. Yet if he did a little bit differently, he would have been able to get things done. He would have been able to hold on to people. What he's done is he's alienated himself. He's alienated his base. That's what's happened. He could talk about crystal clear water, whatever the fuck that means, all this dumb, stupid bullshit, all he wants to. He's alienating these people. Like I said, I'm not saying that this guy's, like he said, he's not voting for Bernie. He'd rather have Trump 4 more years. He's not. But you know what might happen? He might not vote. He might stay home that day. And that's what we need. And that's what I'm talking about. He may stay home. His family may stay home. Yeah. These are white folks in Iowa. You know, I mean to tell you how white certain parts of Iowa really are. The Midwest really are. Yeah. So, it's what it is. Peace, y'all.